Now, to perfect a new makeup, I do think you could use a little more width when we do your hair. You do have a lovely shape between perhaps a heart and an oval, so we shall do that. Your pores, my dear, are stunning. Really nothing to worry about there. And this lovely elasticity of youth. Oh, I miss those days. Now, we shall begin with, again, a little delicate cleansing. A little rose water. Which you should be doing at home anyway, you know. And when you reach your jawline, be sure to avoid this area which has the enamel. Now, for our special house-made gold cream, only the best beeswax and oil and rose water again. So good for soothing the skin. To relax those brow muscles. Must never be seen with a furrowed brow. People either want to avoid you or want the gossip, so best to avoid both. And once again, I'm making sure not to come down on the neck. Beautiful. Now, before we apply any of our talc or chalk, just a little blush, which I mix up myself, a little rouge, which I mix up myself. And placement is very important. Don't want to do like the French and make these great garish circles. You want to delicately plug the skin, awaken it, and see where you blush. And there comes the color. And then you want to really match the color as best you can. And so of my rouges, I will use what I call Lady. And just this I make myself. It's got coached meal and birchwood boiled down with vinegar and some isinglass, which for being fish gelatin does not give away its sauce. And when I say cochineal, I use only the best pickles. Now look at that. I mean, you can't look at it because you can't see yourself yet, but if you could see it, you would see I am a genius. And now the lip salve. Now it's very important you not make the mistake of using something with too much oil. The dead giveaway. You want to use something like this. For this I use beetroot and more coached eel and butter. The old French trick. You see, the butter gives the shine and moisture without being too slippery. Leave it to the French to find another genius use of butter. Of course, it doesn't last very long, so I shall sell you a pot of that. It's only going to be good for perhaps a month. Now, this is for the evening, so we can be a little more daring. In the daytime, we want to use just a tiny bit middle and work out, but this is the evening I think we can get away with. Voila! Now, approach the brows. For this, I'm going to use a little castor oil, just a bit, to hold the place and give them luster. Don't want to have unruly brows that might express something you don't mean. Now there are some ladies of fair brows who have taken to using perhaps burnt clove to address this, but there's such a good chance of you wiping a brow and getting it on your glove or something. You don't want that. So little oil never hurt anybody, and that is simply lovely. And now, last but not least, not actually last, the eyelashes. And for that we're going to use a little mascara. A little soap and black concoction definition. I wouldn't do this for the daytime, but for the evening we can get away with it. As you can see, and I'm using this for their beards and mustaches these days. So you can always nick a bit of it if you have a brother or from your father to do this. There little tissue and a little bit of, I'm sure it won't. Now, if you're in an absolute pinch, you can cheat and use burnt toast. Actually scrape some black off and dust your lashes with that. But I, of course, never admitted to burning toast in my life. So it's easy because I've usually got it hidden here and there. But that is darling. You look darling. You simply look like someone who's best night sleep of her life. Now, of course, we've got to set it to use our very best French chalk. And this, of course, is still permitted. All things go green. You don't have to hide, and your talcs you don't have to hide. It's just the rouge and anything with colour. I read something the other day that said women should try to strive somehow for the pallor of illness, which makes no sense whatsoever, but a man wrote it, so what do you know? Husband thinks he doesn't want his love or his wife to wear makeup, but then he sees what she looks like without her makeup and quickly changes his mind. Making sure that we don't have anything creasing in the areas where we might have it crease. And how beautiful is that? I do so love these brushes. Mother of pearl, the handle. I heard that some of the opera singers like to use them. There, fresh and youthful and glowing. And now we should just set the hair. Get a little the cream in the hairline, so I'll just deal with that. You have a lovely dense hairline. Okay, that feels all right to me. All right. Let us try center part, I think, for that width we talked about. I do hope you have something charming to wear for your party this evening. you hope there'll be some eligible bachelors and my mother always said, if you have your eye on one gentleman in particular, find out the colours of his family crest, and then be sure to incorporate that somewhere in your evening's attire. May sound like cheating, but I think it's very clever and, quite frankly, whatever it takes. No, one bun, I said, and one bun it shall be. Which reminds me, I do hope they have a lovely sweet sale. Hope that's not too tight there, my dear. Mm-hmm. There, lovely. Let's just make sure that that's going to, no, it's not, so we just get it again, but better this time. You have to do what you're going to do. Ah, yes. My darling, you will be the belle of the ball. And that's not pinching, is it? Excellent. Well, that's it. You are glowing, you are gorgeous, and you are ready to go. I do hope you're feeling relaxed and ready for a pleasant evening. I'm going to speak to Louisette at the front and arrange some products discreetly packaged, of course, for you to take home with you today. And she'll take care of the payment. And we shall see you when you are next in need.
Thank you.
You're welcome.